Hello ladies, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nicole and I've been on a little bit of a level up journey this past year, and with that I've really noticed that you can't level up without money. So this month I have been talking all about old money and how we can adopt some of the old money values and habits and enrich our lives in the current day. So if that sounds like something that you would like, I'd be so honored if you subscribe to this channel and press the like button and let me know that this is the type of content that you're enjoying. So if you've been following along on this series, you know that we have been going into this old money book, How to Live Better While Spending Less. And in this video, you would have seen by the title, we are talking all about grooming. Now, if you look at old money women, you'll notice that their hair is always cut, it's healthy, and it's clean. You'll also notice that it is often styled quite simply. It's not like big back combed or super tight ringlet curls. It's usually quite natural. And it will also look like something that minimal effort has gone into. So one of the things that I'm noticing is that I like bouncy full hair, but what I've noticed is that the people that are old money or give off that old money vibe, they don't have super bouncy ringlet hair. It's usually maybe they've put rollers in it and then they've combed that out and then there's just like a soft wave through it. Think like Jackie Kennedy. One of the other things that you will notice with old money women is that they stick to quite a natural hair color. I've noticed in recent times with maybe modern women who come or are a part of old money families, they'll do a very natural balayage or highlighting of the hair that would happen in quite a natural manner. So I like to look at maybe Kate Middleton for this. Might be a bit controversial, but Meghan Markle has married into a old money family. And I feel like Meghan Markle has always had a little bit more of a classic and timeless style, but even if you look at the way that she styles her hair since she's become a part of the royal family, it's still quite natural. But if you look at it, she does get her hair colored, she does get her hair highlighted, but it's just in a manner that is a little bit more natural. Now, one of the things that the author says in this old money book is that if you are an older woman, you should go with shorter hair. And as a former hairstylist, I used to loathe when women would come in and say, oh, I can't wear my hair long because I'm older. Now, I do think that there is a degree of length that is a little bit more suitable for older women, but I don't necessarily think that that means it has to be short. I think if you keep it kind of mid-length, it's just quite respectable, but it still shows your femininity. So if you notice, there will be old money women, but their hair does not go to a extremely long length. That is reserved typically for younger generations, but I wouldn't consider this length a long length. And what I've noticed is that a lot of old money women, they do keep their hair kind of a medium length or shorter. Regardless of the length, you'll definitely want to ensure, if you're looking to inhabit old money values, is keep your hair healthy and keep it clean. If you're on a journey like I am, we are not of the club that is bragging about how long we can leave our hair between washes. I'll be honest with you, I'm sitting down to film this video and I'm filming it a few hours later than I would have hoped because I just realized my hair wasn't acceptable to leave it another day without washing it, so I had to carve that time out. The other thing that I've noticed about old money women is they have mastered the no makeup look. Now in this book, it is written by a man, and sometimes I think men, they comment on things that they don't have a full knowledge about, because in this book he says, you know, barely wear any foundation, if any at all, it clogs your pores. But then all of the women that he refers to in that book are definitely wearing foundation. It's just they've mastered the no makeup look. Now that's something for me, definitely if you go back to older videos on this channel, you will see I've definitely taken a progression in how I style myself and how I do my makeup. And as my job as a content creator, I really struggled with this because how am I going to promote makeup if it's barely there, if it's barely seen? And that's where I was letting outside influences influence me in how I presented myself. But for me, honestly, I find a no makeup look will always look timeless, it looks fresh, it looks clean. And we've all had this experience where maybe it's your hairstylist comes in or a makeup artist and they come to do your makeup and they've got painted on makeup and you are like, oh my goodness me, do I trust this person to do my makeup? If we look like that, we have that same effect on other people. We might not be doing their makeup, we might not be doing their hair, but we can still have that effect on them, and it makes people wonder if we are trustworthy. So do try, if you're looking to adopt a old money value or old money habits, to perfect the old makeup look. The next thing that I've noticed a lot of old money talking about, and it's so interesting, back in the day, I used to think, oh, organic, like who wants this like hippy dippy type of products? But I've noticed that a lot of old money are either using, or people that have old money values. I always correct myself every time I say that, because I don't think it's just about people that are old money. I will never become an old money person. I didn't come from old money, but I can try to adapt the values. And I've really noticed is that they invest in higher quality skincare, and often that means it's organic and it doesn't have as many preservatives in it, because the preservatives and the stuff that keeps the product on the shelf is actually the components to these products that have harmful ingredients. And you're hearing everyday products being reformulated or taking off the market. Currently, at the time of me filming this, there is a huge scandal with Olaplex and infertility, and I use Olaplex, and it does make you consider the types of things that you are using on your body and your hair, etc. Again, this is something that I've been massively convicted by in these previous years, because my job as a content creator, how do I promote and do my job when I'm being quite specific about certain products, if any products at all? So I am looking at refining that a little bit more and a little bit more as time goes on. But if you can, see if you can pick up organic products, see if you can pick up fresh products, because they're going to have a higher quality ingredient in it, or they'll have less preservatives in it, which means less chemicals, which is better for your body. Do you take vitamins? This is something that I'm like an old woman, and I put out my vitamins on a Sunday, and some days I remember and some days I forget. I am trying to make sure that it's a habit. I find that if I'm forgetting something, that tells me that I am not acting in my routine, or I'm not acting out my routine of the day. And so the times when I'm forgetting a little bit more, that just tells me I need to double down in what I am planning for my next day and how I'm moving out my day to day. So if you don't take vitamins, here's a bit of a crash course. I'm obviously not a professional in this, but most of the foods that we eat these days, unless you're farming it yourself and you're picking it and bringing it straight to the kitchen, a lot of the food that we have is GMO. A lot of it is basically just empty calories. Think of it like eating straw, cardboard. It's got not a lot of the nutritional value to it. So often, most people are needing to take vitamins to bring up their nutritional value because they're not getting these nutrients from their food. So I have seen people in the past where they have helped look at the things that I was deficient in. And I think that might be something you will want to visit as well, because you can get lost in taking every single vitamin under the sun and you might not even be deficient in that. Do you dry brush at all? Have you heard of it? One of my clients is a lymphatic drainage masseuse, and she always promotes dry brushing. So it's great for your cardiovascular health. Equally, who doesn't want to feel soft and exfoliated and smooth? And so I use dry brushing, and you just basically brush away. You just kind of brush from your feet upwards, and I believe it's towards the heart. And honestly, it feels so nice because you can just feel like you're just getting rid of that dry skin. And as I said, it's great for cardiovascular health. Last but not least for this video, let's talk about sun exposure. Oh my goodness. It's very interesting because a lot of my peers that I went to high school with, I see them now and I'm like, oh my goodness, you can tell who took care of their skin and who didn't. I think if you're at a younger age, you might not be able to see the damage, and so it makes you question if sunscreen is important. But let me tell you, when you start seeing that damage as you get older, it's hard to reverse that. So sunscreen and SPF, it's a preventative measure. You don't want to be using it and relying on it after that damage is done. So make sure that you take care of your skin, wear your sunscreen, wear your SPF. And if you are questioning it, you can always see a skincare specialist that will help guide you through this. One of my clients has a camera that will literally show you all the damage that is done to your skin that isn't visible to the naked eye. And so with that, it kind of gives you the proof that you need to see in order to take care of your skin Not that you should need it. Anyways, my friends, that is it for this video. In the next video, we will talk all about jewelry. I hope you'll join me.